Welcome back, wrestling fans. More IWS International Wrestling Superstar action coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is one fall with a 1-minute time limit. Your referee, Mr. Jim Molyneux.
It's going to be the legend, Dr. Death Steve Williams, taking on a legend's son, Snuka Jr.
Here we go in the match. Snuka Jr. making his way to ringside.
Snuka Jr. looks like he's ready for this match. He's energetic, and he looks like he's well built.
It looks to me like Snuka Jr. has pretty much been primed for this match. He has been training hard under his dad's tutelage, and he's been out training every single day for the last 6 months. And so should he be, because he is about to fight one of the sport's most dangerous grapplers, Dr. Death Steve Williams.
And if Snuka Jr. is just half as good as his dad was, he's going to be a pretty darn good wrestler.
Speaking of wrestling, go to iwswrestling.net for the latest info and news and information on the IWS Superstars.
Right now we're waiting for Dr. Death Steve Williams to come down the ringside and get this bout on the way.
And here he comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Death is coming down. He is geared up in his death robe. He has been in Japan for the last couple of years, an international superstar of his own.
That's Dr. Death Steve Williams' business suit, because believe me, when he gets in the ring, he is all business.
Dr. Death Williams coming from Oklahoma. Steve Williams, this man has been given the name Dr. Death, not because of his brutality, not because of his arrogance, but because the man is business. He means business from the beginning to the end, and usually his opponents are down on their backs, and there is no mercy shown. Dr. Death, he went to Japan. For the last 5 to 6 years, this man has been a force to be reckoned with out in Japan, destroying the competition, destroying.
He's been putting people on the shelf. What do you think he has the name Dr. Death?
And you can just hear the support of these fans. The crowds are definitely behind Dr. Death Steve Williams.
And you can see the 62-inch massive chest that Dr. Death Steve Williams carries around on that powerful frame. And Jimmy Snuka Jr. has a lot to go for tonight. He's got to prove himself against a veteran as cagey and as savage as Dr. Death.
Looks right now that Snuka Jr. is sizing up Dr. Death. But right now we're going to see experience and techniques from Dr. Death Steve Williams. And we're going to see what Snuka Jr. has to offer here in the IWF.
Seems to me like Snuka Jr. is being very careful. Collar elbow tie-up. Dr. Death immediately showing technique. Snuka Jr. going right to him. And they're going on some chain here. These guys are going at it toe for toe. Double on the duck. And Snuka Jr. slows the pace down, noticing Dr. Death was about to take a step forward and take his majesty.
Yeah, he looked like he slid his way into that corner.
Well, right now, that's the smart thing to do. When you're fighting Dr. Death Steve Williams, you don't want to make any mistakes. And there's one, the inexperience of Snuka Jr. against the high cagey veteranship, the ringmanship, the general. Dr. Death just chopping away at this young kid.
Here we go again. We're cutting meat.
Both wrestlers slowly trying to feel one another out.
Dr. Death showing no mercy, taking it straight to Snuka Jr. Reversal of the Irish whip, double reversal.
Oh, look at the power of Dr. Death Steve Williams follow through. Oh!
Snuka Jr. going right to him.
With that splash.
Signaling to the fans. Takes him to the corner. He's calling to the fans again, approving, and again to the corner.
Snuka Jr. doesn't need the fans' approval to ram his head into the top turnbuckle. That's what he's going to be making his mistakes at here in this match.
Snuka Jr. staying all over Dr. Death like a cheap suit, working him, trying to pull him out. That power by Dr. Death. And there he goes, working him over in the corner again.
This is my first time seeing Snuka Jr. in the ring.
Whoa.
And I'll tell you what, he's looking pretty good.
And from what I see,
another chop.
Snuka Jr. is doing pretty good right now, but he has to stay away from the fans
Dr. Death in the corner. Looks like he's in trouble. The size up. And going in with a jumping swing elbow.
And a bulldog right in the middle of the ring.
Snuka Jr. going for the cover. Whoa, that was the first time I've ever seen that. Snuka Jr. came close and Dr. Death retaliates.
Dr. Death Steve Williams punches Snuka Jr. in the face with a closed fist.
Reverse Russian neck sweep. Impressive. Snuka Jr. came out here and he did his homework. He's all over Dr. Death. Right now, Snuka Jr. is on top. And again, Dr. Death coming through. Oh, what a clothesline!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That kid almost broke his neck on that clothesline.
Will someone from the back,
Snuka Jr. appears to be out.
please, someone from the back, go to ringside and find out if that kid is seriously hurt.
I can't believe the kid is actually starting to get up after that clothesline.
I just got an information right now from the back that right now the EMTs are making their way to ringside. This somehow has just gotten very serious. Dr. Death doing the Oklahoma double stomp.
I think this match is over. I think Snuka Jr. just gave the signal to end this match.
Snuka Jr. has not given any signal. He's a competitor. And Dr. Death going for the kill on the neck area. Right now, Snuka Jr. is on the outside. He is going through a serious problem.
That's a bad place to be right now with Dr. Death Steve Williams being on the outside, and now he's hunting for a table.
Oh my goodness, the savagery of Dr. Death is starting to come to the forefront.
That's a poly wrestling table. That's not a wooden table. That is hard plastic. And if he puts that kid through that table, Snuka Jr. is going to be hurt.
And Dr. Death is about to plow him. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The damage.
Vicious throw.
The damage. What is Dr. Death is losing his mind here. Pushing the board over, exposing the AstroTurf. That has no give.
That's real grass, Eddie. Do your homework.
Dr. Death Steve Williams not trying to break in the rookie. He's trying to break the rookie.
I told you he was
A
going to put
reversal.
himself.
A desperation move by Snuka Jr. Dr. Death got caught off